Okay, we're back in Whitecourt, Alberta, and we got this shop that we started. You saw the beginning of the video. If you see here, they got their office spaces on the far side. That's all completed. That was with 6-inch Fox block. And the taller portion here, that's 18 foot off the ground, that's with 8-inch block. And they went 5 foot 4 inch in the ground. There's over 12,000 square foot of floor space in this building. And at the beginning, we had figured they would come in at about 0.085 man-hours per square foot. With a crew that hadn't worked with Fox blocks before and only one guy had worked with other ICF before, at the end of this job, they actually beat that number. They got closer to 0.08 man-hours per square foot. So a fantastic man-hour rate on this building. The top of the building, they shot with the builder's level when they were done, and they were ±1/8 of an inch throughout the whole top, which is really exciting. And if you see on the side here to your right, you'll see the giraffe bracing. That's what they used to do this building. They went up to the 18-foot height with this bracing. They have the extra turnbuckle to get to that height. And if you come over to the side here, take a look at the side of this building. These are really exciting walls. I love doing walls like this. Just straight run walls. And if you look down there, that's like a ruler. It's so flat. Okay, I want to show you one of the things that these contractors did on this job here. They actually, you can see this joint here, the vertical joint, and then again you can see it over here. And this whole section they had left out so that they could drive their skid steers back and forth, bring all the gravel and everything they need on the inside. Now that they're finished on the inside, they've put the block in, the windows and the doorway are put into place. Now they're ready to place concrete into this section of the wall. The roof didn't affect it because it was a gable end over top of that. Now they can fill this up with concrete at the same time that they put the concrete in the floor, and they'll be done. It'll be a nice strong building. They actually had left some dowels sticking out of this concrete to tie this concrete together, so it'll be absolutely structural. If you look at this end wall here, this is all Fox blocks, 8-inch block, and what we did there is we put stack seams on the top of the doorways. That way we only had to cut a block and a half, but on this big wall, we started at each corner and we worked to the center point, and if you look here, you'll see a vertical stack seam. And you can actually see, we first did 5 foot 4 in the ground, and then 10 foot, and then 8 foot. So this is 18 foot above where I'm standing, actually a little bit higher than that. And you can see they put one strap on each row and did that all the way to the top. And when they're finished this job, they measure the bottom of the wall for length, and they measure the top of the wall for length, and they ended up with exactly the building dimension that the blueprint called for. And that's what you want. Okay, I want to show you how they put these doorways in. What we did is the very first build, we went up to this section here, which was 5 foot 4 down into the ground. And to block that off for placing concrete in, we actually put wood stops back in here, if you look. You can see it on every door. This is a very good example right here. We fit that right inside the block and put it right to the top of the block. And what that gave us opportunity for is when we built these wood doorways, we could actually just screw them right to that at the right elevation, and they were held in place. So it's pre-planning is what did that. Okay, this is the team that built this shop here in Whitecourt, Alberta. And they did this in how long? About a 2-week span, 3-week span of building?
20 working days for the wall part.
20 working days. This here, how high is it on the office area? 10 foot?
10 foot.
10 foot and 18 foot high off the ground on the other area, 5 foot 4 in the basement. And the man-hour rate on that, we had penciled in at about 0.085. And we came really close to that, maybe a little bit below that. And then Gord here, he's the guy, he's the master carpenter guy here on the site. You shot the top of the wall in before and after the last pour, just to check it, to see if this block actually performed, and you were how close?
Within 1/8 to 1/4 at the outside.
Within 1/8 to 1/4, plus minus, on the whole top of the wall flat. And the lengths of wall stayed good? Yeah. So you guys are happy?
We're happy. Yeah.
You gonna do another one?
Oh, yeah. 2 more.
Okay, 2 more, it's lined up.